everybody, so I'm really excited about what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about my favorite worship songs. I was going to list off maybe 4 or 5, but as you can see, I got really excited when I was going through my Spotify list. So I have a few more than that, so I do apologize if it's a longer video, but these songs really hit my heart. So, and I hope you listen to them, and I hope that they hit your heart too. But first, before we get into that, I do want to talk about what Paige and I are here for, what we want you to be here for, and why we're doing this channel. So I was actually watching, I'm sorry if I totally butcher her name, but I was watching the YouTuber Celest Rayanne Mann, and she has a video kind of talking about Christian YouTubers and some things that she saw, and I definitely agree with her, and I didn't want for you to think that I'm here for the wrong reasons, or that I'm here to judge you or criticize you or tell you that I'm better than you. No, that is like so not true. I'm a new believer, so I'm learning along with you guys. I think everyone, even in like every step of life, in being a Christian, everyone needs to learn something, and no Christian is better than any other Christian. We are all sinners and we all make mistakes. I am definitely one to make a lot of mistakes, and I've noticed how hard this journey has been, especially being a new believer and just getting out of that like party life. So definitely don't think that I'm trying to teach you or say that I'm better than you or I know more than you or anything like that. I'm learning along with you as well, and these are just things that I've like read in my devotions or that God has put on my heart while I'm going to sleep or something like that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and I wanted to let you all know that all sinners are welcome on this channel, and I hope that we can reach so many people and just show them the love of God and give them positivity for their day, and I know that Paige agrees with me as well. So now that I have that out of the way, I am going to start with my favorite worship songs. So the first one that I have written down is Who You Say I Am by Hillsong Worship. One of the very first lyric that it says is, "Who am I that the highest king would welcome me?" Which is such a powerful line, because it's like we're human. Like there are so many people in this world and so many people who have been in this world, and God wants you, and He is so powerful and so mighty and up in heaven, and He created the world, and He wants me. Like that is so awesome. And I just get so excited when I hear that, because it's like, wow, like who am I that God would welcome me into His family? Like I am no one, but God thinks that you are so special, and that's just so amazing to me. So that's one of the reasons I really love this song. I just love like singing that first lyric over and over again, because it's just like, wow, like so crazy. So yeah, I definitely recommend that song. The whole thing is powerful, like I really love it, but that line just like always gets me, like, yeah. So I hope you go listen to that. Let me know what you think down in the comments. But moving on to the next song is Reckless Love. So I wrote a few of the lyrics down just to kind of give you like a preview. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have listen to this song. Like, a lot of people know this song and really like this song, but this is just one of the songs that was in my Spotify list. That's like the one I listen to all the time. So in this song it says, his love is never ending. He will never stop loving you. And that's also really amazing because I've been in relationships where the guy is so amazing at first and you're like, wow, like he really loves me, I love him so much. And then like a few months go by and they're not so loving anymore and they've just kind of stopped trying. But God isn't like that. If you're trying to find your happiness in boys and men, try finding your happiness in God, because he never stops loving you. And I just think that's so amazing. We don't ever have to worry about him not loving us and getting bored with us or anything. He thinks you're so special and he loves you so much, and he will never stop loving you. Another lyric that is in that is, he chases me down and fights till I'm found and leaves the 99. Which is also really crazy because, as I said, like, who am I? Like, there's so many people in this world, but God chases you down. He wants you, he loves you, and he wants you to be in his family. He will leave the 99, which back at like in the days, the shepherds, when they had their sheep, if one of them was missing, they had 100 sheep and just one of them was missing, he would leave those 99 sheep and he would go find that one sheep because he loved that sheep so much. And he didn't just let it go. He was like, oh, I have 99 sheep, like, why do I need that one? No, he loves you and he will leave those 99 sheep and he will find you because you're lost and you're missing and he wants you back. Also, it does say, when I was your foe, still your love fought for me. So when, especially, I think of that because like that makes me cry, because when I hated God in that time of my life, I hated God and I wanted nothing to do with him, and I hated my parents for making me go to church, and I just wanted to drink and party and just, I hated God. But in that time of my life, he still fought for me and he wanted me back and he chased me until I found him. And that is just, that makes me cry, because even when I hated him, he still loved me. So that's just so amazing as well. So I'm gonna move on to the next song because we have 10 of them and we're only on number 3. So this one is Fierce. Oh, I forgot to say, Reckless Love is by Native Kingdom. So if you're going to look that up on Spotify, I know it's probably not by them, but that's the version I listen to. So I love the Native Kingdom version. So if you want to go look it up, that one's a really awesome version. But anyway, so Fierce is by Jesus Culture, and it says, ooh, I'm going to say this name wrong, Chris Quilala, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the version I listen to. This song talks about how his love is like a tidal wave crashing over me and like a hurricane I can't escape. And it's talking about how his love is so fierce for us that it is like so powerful, like a tidal wave and like a hurricane. It just crashes over us and it's so abundant. And a lot of these songs I'm talking about are about God's love, but that's because it's so powerful and he has so much love for us. Even if we aren't Christians and we don't believe in him and we live a life of sin and all that stuff, he still loves us so much. and he died for every single one of us, that our sins may be forgiven. Even if we aren't Christians right now, he still loves us, which is so amazing, because I know that like there are people like I don't like and that are my enemies and bully me and all that stuff, but like God still loves us. Like I try so hard to love everyone, and it is really difficult because we are human, and like if that person is really getting on your nerves, like it's so hard to love them, so hard, and I have to pray every day so that I can love them still and just show them God's love, but it's really hard. But for God, it's so easy. Like he just loves everyone, and he wants us. And even if you think that you're such a terrible person and you could never be loved and no one loves you, like God loves you. And that, like, wow, like that's so amazing. And but anyway, getting back to my worship songs, the next one I'm gonna say is Sanctuary, and that's by SEU Worship. And I listened to the live one because I really like that one, because he does like a little, not like a sermon, but like a little message in between the song. So once he's done singing the song, he talks to everyone like about how this world is so broken and we're so in need of God, and we're so in need of God's love. And that just like wow, like the first time I heard it, him like talking about that, I got like chills. Like it, just go listen to it, it's amazing. And wait until like the end of the song, and then he talks about it, and then you sing the song kind of again, like the chorus and stuff. So I'll read like a lyric for you. What once was full of sorrow, your love turned into good. What once left me in pieces, your strength restored it full. Wow. Like, I get so excited about songs because I love music, and I think worship is when I feel closest to God is when I'm worshiping him and singing and song. So I get really excited about these lyrics and just how powerful they are and how much like chills they give me. But this one really just like, this one also makes me cry, because like when you're depressed and you are just so full of sorrow and your life is just a mess and you're just in pieces, like you feel like you're in pieces and you can never be put together. But like when I found Christ, when I found Jesus, like I'm just so happy now. I am not depressed anymore. I found so much happiness in Jesus, and he put me together. He put those broken pieces together, and he made me full, and I'm just like a new person. And it's just so refreshing that what once was so broken in me and I was so lost, he put me back together and I'm a new person, and I found true happiness. So that's just amazing, and I really hope that all of you find true happiness as well in Jesus Christ, and that you can experience the same thing, because it's an amazing thing, and I can't even describe it the way that it should be described. The next song, I'm gonna kind of move a little quicker because I'm running out of time. But this song is Death Was Arrested. Let me double check who I listen to on Spotify. It's North Point Worship and Seth Condry. This one is really awesome. I'll read some lyrics for you. It says, alone in my sorrow, dead in my sin, lost without hope, with no place to begin. Your love made a way to let mercy come in when death was arrested and my life began. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that lyric is so amazing. When death and sin and all the worldly things that were in you, when that was arrested, you died to your sins and you died to those worldly pleasures and your life began, which is again what I was talking about with finding true happiness, and you're just a new person. Your new life began, and it's just so refreshing. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. Number 6 by I Stand in Awe by The Spark. The Spark, I am not really sure if they're super popular. I know that they are in my state because they're from Kenosha, I believe. They sung at Districts one time, and I have been listening to their music ever since. But one of their songs, I Stand in Awe, that's a really awesome worship song because you're just kind of saying like, wow, you're so awesome. Like, I just stand in awe thinking about your beauty and your majesty and your love. But one of the lyrics is, you're more faithful than the sunrise. And then there's one that says, the stars tell of your beauty. It goes on to say, great is our God, clothed in majesty, robed in victory. So it's a song just like worshiping God and telling him how amazing he is and how much he's done for our lives, and how just the stars tell of your beauty. Like, the world resembles how beautiful God is and how amazing he is, which I love that song. I think that all churches should sing it to worship God and just kind of sing a song that tells God how amazing he is, because he is. Yeah, so moving on, number 7, No Longer Slaves. And hold on, let me see. Oh, I forgot to write who they're by. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, so the version I listened to is No Longer Slaves by I Am They. So I don't know, I really like that version. It was just on the worship suggestions, and I was like, oh wow, like this is such a good song. I'll read to you a lyric. It says, you surround me with a song of deliverance. And then it goes on to say, I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Your love has called my name, and I'm born again into your family. I also really like this song because it talks about how we were slaves to sin, and once we start that new life in Jesus, we're no longer slaves, and he's rescued us from those fears and our enemies, and we're just made new. Then the next one, number 8, is Lord, I Need You, which I love this song because it admits that we need God. We can't do this on our own. We can't do life on our own, and we need God. Like, that is something that we need to acknowledge, especially like when we first become believers, is that we need God. And some of us think that we can just do it on our own, and there's things that God isn't in control of and we just need to do it by ourselves. But no, like, God is so much more powerful than us, and we need him. Number 9, sorry, I'm going like kind of faster because I am running out of time. I have like 2 minutes left. Another song that I really like is Set Afire, which is really cool because we can pray for God to set a fire in our hearts, and we can pray for that motivation to read the Bible and pray to him and have faith. Once we become believers, it's not always just like, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited and I'm so motivated and I just want to do this all day, every day. No, like sometimes it's going to be hard. And so that's why we can ask God. We can say, like, set a fire in my heart so that I'm excited for you again. And I can spread the gospel and tell of your word and share your love. The next one is How He Loves by David Crowder Band. My favorite part of this verse is, we are His portion and He is our prize, drawn to redemption by the grace in His eyes. If His grace is an ocean, we're all sinking. I don't have time for these regrets when I think about the way He loves us. Like, wow. There's so much love that He has for you that you shouldn't even be thinking of your past. You should just be so overwhelmed by His grace and His love and His mercy that you don't even have time to have regrets, because you know that He has so much grace and mercy for you, and He just loves you so much. I hope that was encouraging for you. I hope you listen to all those songs. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I hope you have a great week, and speak life.